Hey there, welcome over here to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you some new amazing recipes using this shortcut ingredient, Pillsbury crescents. All of these recipes are so simple to throw together and they're delicious. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's head over to my kitchen and start cooking. We're getting kicked off today by making this outstanding taco pizza. If you've never tried it before, I definitely suggest it. I have one 8-ounce tube of Pillsbury crescents. I just placed them on my sheet pan and now I'm pinching the seams together. You could definitely buy the crescents that are just a sheet, but my store didn't have them. This is going to bake in a preheated oven to 375 degrees for about 10 minutes or until it's golden brown. So on my pan right here, I have a pound of ground beef. I'm just going to cook this ground beef until it is completely cooked. If you have a lot of grease, just drain any of the excess grease once your beef is cooked. And then I added a couple tablespoons of taco seasoning with 1/4 cup of water and one drained and rinsed can of pinto beans. The beans are optional, but I love adding pinto beans to this recipe. I just let this simmer together for about 10 minutes. Now we're going to begin on the cream sauce. So I have 4 ounces of softened cream cheese. I added about 1/2 cup of sour cream to that, and I'm just going to mix this to combine. Once your crescent sheet is out of the oven, you're just going to let it cool for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes of cooling, you're going to spread the cream cheese and sour cream mixture over the top. Next, I poured the ground beef and the pinto bean mixture on that. And then as far as the toppings, you could really add any type of topping you like. But what my family loves is just some typical iceberg lettuce, cheese, cilantro, and cherry tomatoes. But what I've done in the past is I've added some jalapenos and I added dollops of guacamole, and that was really super delicious. Here's my plate of food. This meal is so good. It's so simple to throw together. And then this is a recipe that is extremely easy to double. So if you want to make more of it, it's simple to double. Or if you wanted to make it for a little party or anything like that. Now we're making these chocolatey pecan twists. So to begin, I have 1 can of some crescents right here. I'm just unrolling them on my cutting board and pinching the seams together. After you are through with that, you're going to want to spread about 1/2 cup of hazelnut spread on top. Just spread it out as even as possible. I'm just using Nutella. Now that I'm finished with the Nutella, I'm sprinkling 1/2 cup of pecans on top, and then you're going to unroll 1 more can of crescents and then pinch the seams together on top of that. To make this into a better rectangle, I'm cutting off both of the ends with a pizza cutter, and then you're going to be cutting this into 7 strips with the pizza cutter, just like this. Now you'll want to grab each strip and then twist them as tight as you could get them, and then place them on your sheet pan lined with some parchment paper. This is going to bake in a preheated oven to 375 degrees for about 15 to 18 minutes or until they're a nice golden brown color. Here's the finished product. I always sprinkle some powdered sugar on top. These are the perfect breakfast that I love making just because they come together in no time at all, but they look like they took you hours and hours to make, and they taste like it too. Now we're going to be making these sausage, egg, and cheese roll-ups. I especially like making them in the beginning of the week to meal prep. But to begin, I'm just cracking 4 eggs into this little bowl, and then you're going to want to scramble them all together. After you are finished with that, over to a frying pan with a little bit of some oil in it. You're going to add your eggs and then scramble them all together like you traditionally scramble eggs. I have 4 slices of cheddar cheese right here. You're going to want to cut them so they become H triangles just like this. Now to form these into the cheese egg sausage roll-ups, I grabbed one of the crescents, I placed a triangle of cheese in it, and now I'm adding a couple scoops of eggs. I have 8 sausage links right here. They are fully cooked sausage links, and I just added one in, and you're going to want to roll these up. This sheet pan will go in a preheated oven to 350 degrees for about 18 to 25 minutes or until they are nice and golden brown on top, just like this. This is the finished product. These are so good. They're great little appetizers if you want to serve them at a party, or like I said previously, I really love meal prepping them for my family for breakfasts for the week. Now we're making these peanut butter chocolatey cookies. To get this one started, I have a bowl right here. I'm adding 8 ounces of softened cream cheese to it. Next, you'll add 1/4 cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of some vanilla. Mix this all together. I'm just using a mixer like this, or you could use a whisk. I set that creamy mixture to the side. Now onto my countertop, I'm adding a little bit of flour so the crescents don't stick. And I just have my can of crescents right here. I'm going to unroll them onto my floured surface and pinch the seams together. Now you'll want to stretch the dough out. I'm doing so by using a rolling pin. After you're finished with that, you'll want to trim the edges of the dough to give it a better rectangle shape, just like this. With the cream cheese mixture that we made up, I'm just spreading it out as even as possible on top. After you're finished with that, you're going to be wanting to add some chocolate chips. So I'm going to be adding 1/2 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips on top of the creamy mixture, and then 1/2 cup of peanut butter chips. You could add M&Ms if you don't care for chocolate chips, or kind of whatever you want on top. Make it your own. And then you're going to want to roll this up pretty tightly. This part might seem a little bit different. Now I'm going to be placing the dough in some cling wrap and then placing it into the freezer to chill for about 2 hours. It definitely won't harden in that time, but it's just going to help it in the baking process in the end. But here it is, 2 hours later. I'm just going to be unrolling it from the cling wrap, and then you're going to be cutting your dough into 1/2-inch pieces. These are going to go on your cookie tray lined with parchment paper in a preheated oven to 350 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes or until they're a nice golden color. I do like using a lighter sheet pan, not a dark sheet pan for this recipe, so the bottoms don't burn. But here they are out of the oven. These are so good. My family really enjoys them, and they're such a simple cookie recipe to throw together. These jalapeno poppers are out of this world good. So we're going to begin by slicing our 4 jalapenos in half, and then you'll want to remove the rib and the seeds from inside. Now we're going to begin to work on the creamy mixture for inside the jalapenos. I just added 4 ounces of softened cream cheese, 1/4 cup of cooked crumbled bacon, and 1/3 cup of some shredded sharp cheddar cheese in this bowl. I just am whisking it all together until it's smooth. Now to assemble this, I just added a little bit of that creamy mixture inside of each of these jalapenos. The last thing you'll do is grab one of your jalapenos and then wrap it in one of the crescent roll doughs, place it on your sheet pan lined with parchment paper, and then this is going to go in your oven to bake on 350 degrees for about 15 to 25 minutes or until they are nice and golden brown. Here are my jalapeno poppers, and if you're a jalapeno popper fan, I feel like you'd love these. They're just such a fun new twist on traditional jalapeno poppers. My family loves them. My mom would make these pigs in a blanket just like this when I was growing up for dinner, and I used to love it so much, so now that's what we're making. I have 4 slices of some cheddar cheese. I'm just going to be cutting them into 5 narrow strips like this right now. Now that I'm finished with that, I have my 8 hot dogs. I'm just cutting each hot dog down the middle lengthwise, almost completely through, but not all the way through. But now I have my crescents, and I'm going to start to assemble our pigs in a blanket. So all you do is grab 1 hot dog, stuff it with a couple of slices of the cheese that we cut up, and then wrap the crescent dough around it. This step is definitely optional, but in this little bowl, I have 1 egg and a tablespoon of water beaten together. I'm just brushing it on top of the crescents like this, and then I'm going to be sprinkling on some of these sesame seeds. I love doing this on my pigs in a blanket, but like I said, it's optional. If you don't have time for it, you don't have to do it. These will bake in a preheated oven to 400 degrees for about 12 to 18 minutes, or until they're nice and golden brown, just like this. These are so good, and they're so extremely easy to throw together. I love making them on a busy night or for lunch. That is it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I have plenty more videos like this on my channel, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss Friday's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.